everybody! Welcome to another live lesson. I am so happy to have you here with me today. Today, we're gonna look at some confusing vocabulary. Okay, but first I want to say hello to everyone. Tetsuro, hello! Nice to have you here. Kira-sama says, welcome, teacher. Welcome, student. Vijayasri, hello, good to see you. Dalton, hello, teacher. Sorry, I haven't watched your last video yet. Last week I got sick with a sore throat and fever. I'm feeling better now, so let's go. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, Dalton. Yeah, sore throats are really annoying, aren't they? I'm glad to hear you're better. Julia says hello. Hello, Julia. Griana says, hi, Miss Arnel. Hello. Lawrence, good to see you as always. Hello, please say my name. Okay. Saidadika. Let me know if I did a good job. Let me know. Tell me if I did a good job or not. Good. Wonderful. Well, you can see here, we can see, hi Manuel. Good. It's nice that when you say hello to each other, yeah, we're a nice big community. Say hello to me and say hello to each other. Okay, let's take a look here at today's topic. Confusing English words. Why are they so confusing? That's a good question. We have a lot of information to cover in today's lesson. Let's take a look. I'll give you a little preview. Okay, look at this. We have 6 pages. We're gonna go through everything step by step. And as we go through the lesson, write me your own example sentences. Okay. Nice. Lots of hellos. Ooh, this is a nice question. Pilayar. Hi, Arnel. When is your birthday? My birthday was last week. My birthday is February 22nd. And I think that was last week. Was that last week? My birthday was 2 weeks ago. Right. Good. Okay. Right. Back to the lesson. First things first, we're gonna look at good and well. This one is challenging because many native speakers also don't use them correctly. So sometimes you'll hear the incorrect version, but I can hopefully clarify these two words for you today. Okay, good and well. Let's do the basics. Good is an adjective. Well is an adverb. Let's compare. He speaks good English. My adjective describes my noun. He speaks English well. My adverb describes my verb. Here I use the word describe, but maybe in your books you might hear the word modify. Both are fine. Julia, happy birthday, Arnel! Happy belated birthday. Wish you all the best. Thank you, Julia. Good. She is a good cook. My adjective describes my noun. Good is my adjective. Cook is my noun. He cooks well. My adverb describes my verb. Let's do some random examples. Number 1. Paula gave me some good advice about my career. We had a good time at the concert. Mark is known for having a good reputation in the industry. This is a good opportunity to learn something new. So I think everyone here can see good is being used as an adjective. Now let's look at well. Number 1. Surprisingly, I work really well under pressure. I always do well in math. Martha played the piano song well. You have to be able to handle criticism well if you're in the public eye. In the public eye means famous. She is in the public eye. He is in the public eye. That means famous. Okay. Good. I'm getting lots of birthday wishes. Thank you very much. Good. Okay. Can I see some examples? Write me a couple examples. Write me an example with good. Write me an example with well. About any topic. You choose. You choose. Natalia, great question. Math or maths? Well, in American English, it's math. British English, it's maths. But they're the same thing. Griana says, Arnel is a good teacher. I love this example. Really good use of the adjective. Nice. Okay, let's keep going. This is where things get confusing. I think most students understand good is an adjective, well is an adverb. But this is where we need to take it to the next level. Good can follow a linking verb. I have the most common linking verbs for you. Be, feel, look, sound, smell, taste, seem. You can see most of these are the 5 senses. Touch, look, sound, smell, and taste. Linking verbs are special because after a linking verb, you can have an adjective. Perfectly correct. She is good at math, or maths if you speak British English. I feel good about this decision. You look good with black hair. That sounds good to me. The food smells good. This cake tastes good. That seems good to me. Common question I get from my students. Let's look at this thing here. But why isn't well used? I thought adverbs go after verbs, not adjectives. I mean, we say speak well, cook well, play well, sing well, etc. After linking verbs, we have an exception. So after a linking verb, an adjective is perfect. Okay, I'm going to check out some of your examples. Manuel says, I am good at math, but I'm not doing well on the exam. Yep. Enrique says, my English level is not good yet. Well, I don't know that yet. Your sentence is very good. My English level is not good yet. Good sentence. Charlotte says, example, teacher, hope you are doing well. Exactly. Dalton says, today's class is going well. Love it, love it. Abdi Halim, I'm good or I'm well. They're both correct and we're going to look at that in a moment. Thomas, hello. Nice to have you here. Okay. So, mini review. Good is an adjective. Well is an adverb. But after a linking verb, you can have an adjective like good. Okay. Let's keep going. We're almost done with these two here. Well can also be an adjective. If well is an adjective, it means in good health. And I want to zoom in because I want to focus on this part. Okay, I'm going to cover the other part. So well can be an adjective. This means you feel good, you're in good health, you are healthy. You can send someone a get well card or message. You can do this if you go to a store, supermarket, card store, anything. There's a whole selection of get well soon cards. This means get healthy, become better, and you send it to someone when they're sick. Get well soon. A polite way to start an email. You can do this. If you want to start a relatively formal email, you can write, I hope you are well. This means I hope you are healthy. Or, I hope this email finds you well. That's another great formal option. You can do it if you're messaging someone for the first time or you're messaging a service. Dear so-and-so, I hope this email finds you well. I heard Jake's granddad isn't well at the moment. He's sick. Okay, well can also be an adjective. Good. Zucker says, do you mean well? Is it correct? To mean well means you have good intentions. Yes, it's a little bit different from what we're looking at today, but to mean well means you have good intentions. Yes. Honey says, I'm doing well. Good adverb because I'm good at maths. Yep, absolutely. Yvette says, I don't feel well today. Great example. I mean, I hope you are feeling well, but the example is really good. Okay. Now, this is where the confusion comes in because good being used as an adverb. This is not correct, but many native speakers use good as an adverb. This is very casual, very informal, and you will hear it. So I think it's important that I tell you about this because you will hear it on TV shows, in movies, and just day to day. It's very common. You cook so good. It should be you cook so well because well is describing cook. My team played good. My team played well. Well is describing the verb played. You did good. You did good on the test. It should be you did well on the test. So day to day, informally, you'll hear this, but if you're writing in English, if you're taking a test, make sure it's clear. One's the adverb, one's the adjective. And I have a new member, Ahmet. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you. I have a good question from Motafil. I am doing well. Is well an adverb here? Absolutely. Do is your verb. Well is describing doing well. I'm doing well. Absolutely. Okay. Are you ready to continue? I think so. We are done with good. We are done with well. Let's move on. Oh, sorry, we're not done. We're not done. Okay. Let's compare. I feel good. Remember, after a linking verb, feel, you can have an adjective. If you say, I feel good, this is correct. It means I'm in a good mood. I feel good today. I'm in a good mood. It can also mean I feel healthy. I'm not sick anymore. I feel good. I feel well is specifically, I feel healthy, not sick. But they're both correct. They're both correct. I have a little quiz for you. So I'm going to relax for a minute. I'm going to sit back and hopefully watch your answers come in. Take a moment. If you have pen and paper, write down your answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you need well or good? I will wait. And if you don't want to do the whole quiz, just answer one of them. You can do number 2, number 5, I will wait. Okay, I see some answers. Nice. Keep your answers coming. I love it. Good. Lots of correct answers. I'm loving this. Okay. more seconds, few more seconds. Ooh, some of you are very fast. Okay, ooh, I'm going to grab this one. Chiu, let's take a look with your answers. I'm gonna put you on the spot. We're gonna use your answers. Number 1, your plan sounds good. Number 2, Nancy isn't well enough to get out of bed yet because she's sick. 3, it was a good burger. 4, I think the interview went well. Very nice. I had a good day yesterday. Very nice. All correct. Perfect, you. And I see a lot of other people got correct answers as well. Really good. Thank you, guys. I have another quiz coming up later. We'll take a look. Get better says got all correct. Excellent. Okay. Nice. Now we can move on. Okay. These next 3 verbs drive me nuts. I know they confuse a lot of my students, and even I have to think about them from time to time. So we're going to take a look. Okay. And I'm not going to scroll all the way down. I just want to see this part here. We're going to look at lie, and lay. The first one is the easiest. For most people, the first one, lie, is no problem. The difference between lie and lay, that's the issue. Good. So number 1, lie. Lie can be a verb or a noun. And here I have a little Pinocchio. You know, when Pinocchio lies, his nose grows. Definition: to say something that is not true or dishonest. When Pinocchio lies, his nose grows. Lie. Definition: to be in a horizontal position. Horizontal position. I usually lie on my front when sleeping. Like this little guy here. He's lying on his back. Lay. Definition: to put something down, usually in a nice way. You kind of lay it. You lay it down. People often lay flowers. They lay flowers by their loved ones' graves. Manuel is saying, oh no, it's hell on earth. Okay. I know, Manuel, you're describing these 3 verbs here. Yeah, they're a pain. I agree completely. Griana says, he lies to me while lying on his bed. Yep, good. 2 verbs in 1 sentence. So, I think most people understand lie, lay. That's clear. The definitions are clear. It's the next part that's hard and annoying. And let me just put this in the middle. Let's look at here the verb conjugation. You can see lie is a regular verb. Lie, lied, lied. And these are the 3 verb forms. It's kind of like saying eat, ate, eaten. Dance, danced, danced. Here, lie, lied, lied. And the ing form is with the y, lying. The next one. Lie, lay, lane. Lie, lay, lane. Okay. Lay, lay, laid, laid, laying. So you can see why these 3 verbs are confusing. Because the past of lie is verb 1 for lay. Let's do some examples. I'm going to zoom in for this. Let's zoom in so it's bigger and clearer. Okay, one at a time. Present, don't lie to me, don't lie to me. Past simple, Evelyn lied about her age. Past participle, that means verb number 3. I can't trust you because you've lied to me so many times. I know you're lying. Lie, lied, lied, lying. Let's do the next one. And this one means the horizontal position. Okay. Present. I'm tired. I'm going to lie down and take a nap. I'm going to lie down and take a nap. Yesterday, we lay on the grass reading our books. And this is where a lot of native speakers make the mistake. Yesterday, we lied on the grass. It's not lied on the grass, it's lay. And to be honest, sometimes I need to think about it as well. Past participle. And the past participle is not common. I personally don't remember the last time I heard anyone say lain. But let's do an example. Many famous alumni have lain under this tree. It's a famous tree, and many alumni have lain under this tree. Alumni are people who graduated from a specific university. Julia wants to know, wait, isn't the past simple of lie horizontal lied? No, that's why it's confusing. It's lay. Many people say, yesterday I lied down, but it should be lay down because lay is the past of lie. Okay. Zucker says, sound Shakespeare-ish. It does. I mean, normally if we want to use this verb, the past participle just grammatically isn't common. The ing form is a lot more common, like, you've been lying there all day, get up and do something. My cat loves lying in the sun. Okay? Last one. Remember, we're looking at lay. Putting something down nicely. You lay something. Lay, laid, laid. Present. You can lay your bag by your desk. And notice with this lay, you have an object. You can lay. What do you lay? Your bag. Past simple. We laid all of the vases. Vases are for flowers. We laid all of the vases on their side so they wouldn't break. Maybe if you're transporting them, you need to lay them on their side. Past tense, we laid all the vases on their side. Past participle. I've laid out fresh bed sheets and towels for our guests to use. Present participle. Our chickens have started laying eggs. In this case, it's L-A-Y, not L-Y. And you might think, what are chickens putting down? But it's kind of a gentle process. When animals lay eggs, they kind of put them down nicely. They're laying eggs. Okay, good. Brianna said, she laid the baby slowly on the bed. Absolutely, you lay a baby in their crib. You lay a baby on the bed or on the ground, you know, if you're out in a park or something. Elvira, hello, says, after a long day of work, Anna decided to lie on her favorite sofa and relax for a while. This is perfect. She's just lying on her sofa. Mohammed, nice. Hello, Miss Arnel. Is this lesson related to a specific piece of grammar, or can we ask you anything related to English? This lesson is about some of the most confusing verbs in English. Can you ask me anything? Try to keep the questions related to the topic, otherwise we go in too many different directions. But still ask me your questions. I might see it, and I might have a moment to answer it. Good. I'll zoom out. Let's look at this whole thing. So You know, the best thing to do is memorize this. It's really challenging, it's confusing, but I have a little trick for you. And this trick is my personal thing because sometimes I need to remember with these three verb forms, I have to remember what the forms are. This is a mini trick I personally use. Lay gives you triple A. Lay gives you triple A. Lay, laid, laid. Triple A. So I know for each one, lay, lied, what? It's confusing. Lay gives you triple A, and then for me, it's clear. I hope this helps you as well. Okay. Let's keep going. That one's done. We've looked at good versus well, and then we've looked at lie, lie, and lay. Right. Okay. Next one. This one's also confusing. And let's look at them side by side. I won't zoom in now. It's a bit confusing, Arnel. Kai, I agree. Let me scroll up just for a moment. You're not alone. I'm telling you, these three are very confusing, and it's all because of these verb forms here. This part is the most confusing, and it's even hard for native speakers. Yeah, the best thing you can do is memorize the difference. There's no shortcut, unfortunately. Okay. Here we go. Affect, effect. Let's listen to the pronunciation. The verb is affect. The noun effect is effect. However, when people are speaking quickly, usually, many times, these two sound the same. Affect, effect. It's most important when you're writing. Okay, definition. Something has an impact or influence on something else. Like we have this here, you can see something happens, it makes something else happen. This is an effect. This can be an effect. Malgo asks, are these classes every Wednesday? Every other Wednesday. One yes, one no. One yes, one no. Every other Wednesday. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you want these notes, you can become a member. Join my channel, download these notes and all my other past live lesson notes. Okay. Let's compare side by side. Let's compare the verb and then a similar sentence with the noun. The weather affects my mood. When it's sunny, I'm happy. When it's rainy, I'm down. And down means sad. I don't feel like doing anything. Ugh, I'm down. The weather has an effect on my mood. So you can see it's the same sentence. One uses the verb, one uses the noun. Look at the structure. Something has an effect on something. Okay. Honey says, I don't know how to join the membership. There's a link under this video that says join. You can check out my membership. I even have a little video so you really understand what you're getting. Okay. Let's compare again. The news will affect the housing market. And market means the business, the industry. We can say the housing market, meaning buying and selling houses, properties. The stock market, the job market. So the news will affect the housing market. The news will have an effect on the market. One's the verb, one's the noun. Natalia says, Harmful effects of bad smoking, bad habits, smoking, for example, exactly, harmful effects. Effects the noun, absolutely. The sudden drop. The sudden drop in temperature will likely affect crops. Crops. What are crops? Crops are plants like wheat and corn that will be sold for food. Crops can be wheat, corn, potatoes, anything that farmers grow to sell, those are crops. The effect. The effect of the temperature drop was evident in the garden. Evident. That's an adjective. Evident. Clear. You can see it. Drinking too much coffee can affect your sleep. Your criticism has no effect on me. Brianna, I thought crop is like cutting something like pictures and stuff. That's another verb. That's another definition. Crop, the verb means you kind of cut your picture so you can just zoom in and have what you want. That's a verb. Crop, the noun, means the plants you grow to sell. Okay. Really good. Mini note. Yes, affect and effect can have other uses, but they are not common. Most students struggle with the differences above. So, for example, you could have an affect. That's more in terms of psychology, but that's not really common. Most students struggle with the verb and the noun. Affect, effect. So that's what I'm looking at today. Okay. Good. Nice. Let's keep moving. We've already done a lot. We've done a lot. Let's keep going. Okay. Next three. Dress, put on, and wear. They are similar but different. Dress, the verb. You know, the noun is what ladies wear. Ladies can wear a dress. This is the verb. Dress, dressed, dressed. To put clothes on your body, and you don't need an object. Object grammatically. I dress quickly in the morning. I usually dress casually. Casually means informally. Jeans, sweater. I dress casually. And sometimes students might ask, dress, is this only for women because women wear dresses? No, the verb dress is for men and women. Put on, this is a phrasal verb. It's irregular. Look at the verb forms. Put on, put on, put on. Three the same. This means to put clothes on your body. And you need an object. I put on. What's your object? What did you put on? I put on my jacket. I have to put on socks. And then, this is a good question. Honey is asking, put on perfume? Yes, sorry, I wasn't clear in my description here. If you put something on, it's anything that goes on your body. You put on glasses, you can put on earrings, you can put on perfume or cologne, anything that goes on your body. Put on shoes. Here, I'm just saying clothes. Wear. Wear, wore, worn. This means the clothes are on your body. Let's compare. Put on is the action. You put on a jacket. Wear means it's already on your body. First action you put on, wear, it's already there. And you need an object. I'm wearing my jacket. I wore a suit to the interview. Absolutely. Maya, I dressed for today's party. I put my pink dress on. I like wearing it. Excellent examples. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Hello, what's the difference between to put on and to take on? They're completely different phrasal verbs. Take on has nothing to do with clothes. For example, you can take on work, which means you accept more work. I took on work. Take on can also mean employ. We took on 3 new members of staff. So take on has nothing to do with clothes. Put on is clothes. We put on. What's the opposite of put on? It is not put off. Let me know in the comments. You put on a hat and then you a hat. What's the opposite? I'll wait for your answers. While I'm waiting, Charlotte is asking, dress is an intransitive verb, right? Yep, intransitive, doesn't need an object, and wear isn't. Right, where is transitive? It must have an object. Really good. Night says take off. Exactly. You put on a hat and you take off a hat. You put on glasses and you take off glasses, not put off. Lots of wonderful examples. Raul is asking, we can split put on. Yes, put on is separable. You can definitely separate it. And let me do that now. I put my jacket on. So just so you can see, it's definitely separable. Your object can go in the middle. Absolutely. I'll put that here. And I put this would just take a second. On. Okay. Yes, I put my jacket on. I put my glasses on. They can be separated. Okay. Also possible, also correct. Viet is asking, tell me, are you half Asian? Yes, I am. I am. I'm half American, half Asian, Chinese, Korean. Yes. I get that question every day. Every day someone asks me that question. Manuel, I took off my coat because I was sweating. Yeah, good idea. And good example. Okay. Perfect. Let's keep scrolling. Let's go. We finished dress. We finished put on. We finished wear. Let's keep moving. Okay. This one is a common mistake. So let's take a look. Grow versus grow up. They're different. Grow simply means become larger. Grow. Grow. And it's a regular verb. Grow. Oh, sorry. It's an irregular verb. Grow, grew, grown. I didn't put that here. Irregular. Grow, grew, grown. Okay. This plant will grow tall if you water it regularly. We don't say grow up. Plants don't grow up. This plant will grow. Grow up, this phrasal verb means a child becomes an adult physically and mentally. I grew up speaking 2 languages because my mom is French and my dad is English, for example. Here, this baby is growing up. Growing up. We need to invest more in marketing if we want our business to grow, to expand, to get bigger. Not grow up. Not grow up. Where did you grow up? That's a common question. Where did you grow up? If you're making small talk with someone you just met, why not ask them, oh, are you from here? Where did you grow up? I grew up. I grew up in Mesa, Arizona. I was born there and I grew up there, for example. Elvira says, I can't believe how fast my nephews are growing. Exactly, they are getting bigger, they are growing. Ooh, Armando, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me. You know what, guys? I need like a little bell or something. When I get a new member, I should ring the bell or play like a little instrument. I'm gonna look into that. Good. Get better saying, we used to grow tomatoes in that garden over there. Yeah, yeah. Dalton says, my cat doesn't stop to grow. In this case, Dalton, my cat doesn't stop growing. Maybe it isn't a cat. Maybe not. Maybe it's something else. Mohammed Deeb, does beef up mean grow? It can muscularly. If you beef up, you kind of grow muscles. Phoenix, where did you grow up, Arnel? Oh, good question. I grew up in a lot of places. Because of my dad's job, I didn't grow up in one places. I grew up there and there and there and there. So I would say, because I spent 10 years of my childhood in Germany, I grew up in Germany. It's a long story. I grew up in Germany, but I went to an American school. It's a long story, but good question. One day I'll explain my whole life story. Good. Margot says, grow up, we should use for people. Yes, people grow up. There's kind of an emotional attachment because, a child grows physically and also mentally. Growing up also means maturing. You mature. And if someone is being immature, they're acting like a child, you can say, grow up. This means, come on, become mature. So grow up is for people. Nice. Couple of questions. Can you speak German? You know how it is. If you don't use it, you lose it. So I've been to Germany a couple of times in the past few years just to visit because I have such fond memories of being there. And I can understand a lot. I can have a basic conversation, but I am not fluent. Not fluent. Okay. Right. I think we only have one more to do. Let me quickly check. Oh no, two more. We have two more. Okay. So we looked at grow and grow up. Let's keep moving. Oh, this is a good question. Sorry, before we move on, Knight is asking, is grown up and brought up the same? They're very similar. Grow up means from a child to an adult. You are growing up. Growing up. Bring up means someone raises you. This can be your parents, grandparents, or a carer. For example, my grandparents brought me up. They raised me. They helped me grow. Yeah, so the difference is really, really subtle. Grow up is more physically. Bring up is someone else is help caring for you. Best or favorite? Let's look at best or favorite. We'll look at each one. Favorite is a personal opinion. It's your favorite thing, his favorite thing. Best means the highest quality, the best. Let's compare. John is my favorite basketball player. He's fun to watch. I love him. John is the best basketball player. He scores the most baskets every game. You can see there's a difference here. A personal opinion, and the best is the best. Everyone knows he's the best. My favorite color is purple. I love it. Is it the best color? It is to me. This is the best restaurant in town. It has a Michelin star. It's famous. Everyone knows this restaurant. It's the best restaurant in town. This is difficult because many times the highest quality, the best, is a personal opinion. So we need the grammar to help us. This is where it gets a little bit confusing. When you use favorite, use one of these pronouns here. My favorite, because it's an opinion, right? Favorites are opinions. My favorite song, your favorite holiday, his favorite sport, her favorite movie, its favorite toy. I'm talking about maybe a pet. Our favorite meal, their favorite child, or a favorite recipe. So remember, it's personal. It's personal. Ilyas is saying, some consider football the best sport, but my favorite is swimming. Absolutely, some people say football's the best because it's the most popular. It's a world sport, isn't it? But my favorite is swimming. Yeah? So grammatically, this is where it comes down to grammar. Grammatically, we usually say the best because there's only one. We often use the when there's only one. The best. When speaking about something in general, oh, that's the best restaurant. People think she's the best actress. We just had the Oscars. Best actress, best actor, best whatever. The best city, the best movie, the best food, the best teacher. I want my kids going to the best school. The highest quality. However, we can use best when it's personal. Let's compare. The best is general, the best school in town. Best is personal. My best friend. Her best score. She's taken the test 3 times. The 3rd time was her best score. This is their best seller. Imagine they own a bakery. This product is their best seller. And in this case, it's one word, it's a noun, their best seller. Ooh, what's your favorite song, teacher? I go through phases. My taste in music is a little bit old-fashioned. I don't know much about modern songs. At the moment, one of my favorite songs is Crocodile Rock by Elton John. I can listen to that dozens of times and not get sick of it. Zucker says we can't use the with favorite. Let me think of an example. If we can say the, it's the favorite. It's the favorite. You could say he's the favorite. She's the favorite. It's not very common. This is why these 2 words are hard. There is a nuance. It's the favorite. Yes, you can say the favorite. I'm trying to think of an example for you off the top of my head. I could say there are 5 people in the team, but Jill is the favorite, meaning everyone loves her. But I'll need to think a little bit longer for that one. It's just not very common. The mistake most students make is this is my best, or you are my best teacher, for example. It's not you are my best teachers, you are my favorite teacher, because it's a personal thing. But yeah, good question, Zucker. It's not common to say the favorite. Good, Yuri, good combination. My classmate's favorite food is German food, but the best food is Italian food. There we have it grammatically, the best. Really nice. Italian food. By the way, hi from Italy. Hello, Yuri. Good. Manuel, Arnel, a bit suggestion? Yep. Favorite is UK English and favorite is US English. Absolutely. That's a really good point. So here, without the U is American spelling, and with the U is the British spelling. Yeah, so you'll see both. You'll definitely see both online. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm seeing some more questions about the favorite. Dalton, good question. The favorite athlete of Olympics was we could say everyone's favorite athlete, the favorite athlete. The favorite athlete. He's the favorite. You do say he or she is the favorite. I'm gonna have to look into this a bit more to think of better examples, guys. I can't really think of any good sentences with the favorite because normally we say the best. Okay. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Last one. This is the last one now. This is the last one. Than versus then. Than, then. Than. Used with a comparative adjective to compare two things. Than we compare. Than we compare. And I'm going to zoom in. Let's focus on than just for now. And to remind you, some of you might be thinking, a comparative adjective, what's that? Let's take a look. Comparative is right in the middle here. Adjective, big, bigger, the biggest. Fast, faster, fastest. Expensive, more expensive, most expensive. So here, comparative is in the middle, just to remind you. Today is hotter than yesterday, not hotter than yesterday. Are you younger or older than your sister? We're comparing two things. I think this book is better than the other one. Than for comparing. Than for comparing. Okay. Let's look at then. Completely different. Then. At a time. This is not specific. It can be past or future. We're not really being specific. Past. When I was in school, teachers were much stricter. But times were different then. I'm talking about the past in general when I was in school. Teachers were very, very strict. Future. I can't wait until our lesson tomorrow. See you then. See you then. I quite often do that in my posts online. See you then. So unspecific time in the future, but the speaker and the listener, we both know what's being discussed. Ooh, Shashuk, great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me. I love it. Thank you very much. Natalia, what are comparative forms of cozy? Cozy ends with a Y. Cozy, cozier, the coziest. Okay. Mitesh, in my opinion, IELTS is harder exam. If you want to use a comparative, there needs to be a comparison. So you can say, in my opinion, the IELTS exam is harder than the TOEFL exam, for example. Or it has to be clear in the context. I think TOEFL is hard. I think IELTS is harder. There needs to be a comparison if you use a comparative. Good. Kai, what's the comparative form for lazy and wonderful? Lazy ends with a Y. It follows the normal structure. Lazy, lazier, the laziest. Wonderful, 3 syllables, wonderful. Long adjective, wonderful, more wonderful, the most wonderful. I have a lesson on my channel. If you go to my channel and just search for comparative adjectives, I have a full lesson on adjectives, comparatives, and superlatives, and it goes over everything step by step. Charlotte, my teacher, a question not related to this live, but do dialects matter in learning English? Should we learn American, British, Canadian, etc.? Is it mandatory? This is a really hard question. first, what's your goal? You know, if someone needs to study in the US or they're gonna study in the UK, that makes it easier. You know, you want to focus on American English or you want to focus more on British English. However, nowadays, English is so international. I live in England, even though I'm American, and I do hear some Americanisms here. I think if you don't have a clear goal, for example, you know you're not going to move to the US, you know you're not going to study in England, for example, choose which one you like. But I have to say, do both if you can. There are lots of great British English teachers and there are a lot of great American English teachers. I really think learn a bit of everything. You know, I live in England, but American movies and TV shows are really popular here, and vice versa. Lots of British shows are popular in the US. You kind of have to know a lot of it. And it's funny, when I teach some of my students, for example, students in Hong Kong, there's kind of a mix. There's an American, for example, they might use American words, but also mix in some British words, which makes sense. Pick one that you like, but I think learning everything is the right idea. I hope that's helpful. Okay. Right. Okay. Nice. Okay. I lost track of where I was. I was like, what are we doing now? Okay. So we know then, not a specific time, past, future. We're not being specific. Then can also mean after that. Another option after that. I have to send a couple of emails and then I can help you. After that, I can help you. He packed his bags, then left for the airport. Dalton, this is, yes, I agree. Going back to the American versus British English, which one's better to learn? Learn to communicate well and clearly is the best option. You want clear communication. That's what it is. If you're speaking American English and once in a while you use a more British word, that's fine, and vice versa. I live in England and no one has a problem understanding me. There are a couple of British words I've had to learn. For example, in England, I don't know if this is everywhere, but where I live, people often say tea for dinner. I was like, tea? I thought tea was just a drink. You drink tea. But no, tea is dinner time. It's time for tea. What did you have for tea last night? So little things like that I'm also learning. Good. Okay. Then can mean after that. I'll zoom out. And the last one with than. We know than is to compare. Today's hotter than yesterday. Comparative plus than. This we're kind of comparing as well. We're comparing two choices. I'd rather A than B. I'd means I would. I'd rather be a teacher than a journalist. See, I'm kind of comparing. I think Chloe would rather go outside than stay indoors. So there are a couple of ways we can use than, but we are comparing two things. Okay. Little quiz. Quiz time. For each one, do you need than or then? I'm going to read your comments. I'm going to sit back and relax while hopefully you give me some of your answers. Shashuk, tea is also rumor, gossip. Oh yeah, spill the tea. It's like, tell me the gossip. Tea, that's right. Nice, seeing lots of answers. Very good. Keep them coming, Definitely type your answers into the comments. I'll be reading other things. Sure, it was helpful. I'm glad. Wonderful. Zucker, ooh, good question. Do we say I'm taller than he or I'm taller than him? It depends how strict you want to be grammatically. I'm taller than him is very common. You are taller than me. However, if you want to be very strict, people would say, I'm taller than he is. You are taller than I am. However, I think I'm taller than him sounds really good and very natural. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's check a few of the examples. We have I'm gonna grab Vijayasri. We have all 5. Really nice, really nice. Let's do it together. Number 1, finish your assignment first, then you can go outside. Yep, then meaning after that. 2, he runs faster than anyone else on the team. Yep, we're comparing. 3, let's grab a coffee and then we can walk to the train station. 4, Ben is taller than Liam by a few centimeters. Good. 5, I'd rather cook at home tonight than go out. Absolutely, really good. And I see a lot of correct answers. Yvette, number 4, than. Yep, absolutely. Perfect. Yes, I love it. Perfect. Yep, Lauren, then. Yep, good. Well, let me just double check. Then. Yep, all good. Okay. Perfect. Right, I love it. Mitesh, can you make a video on advanced English grammar for IELTS? That is necessary, isn't it? I haven't made any IELTS lessons on my channel, but I should. I do have a lot of advanced topics. You know, Mitesh, when it comes to IELTS and advanced English, there isn't like specific advanced English just for IELTS. Even advanced general English can help you as well. So if you go to my channel and look at my grammar playlist, and if you look at the title of anything you think, oh, I haven't heard of that before, what's that? Watch it. You know, all grammar is good. All grammar is good. Okay. Nice. Oh, Seda, 5th one is than or then. Okay. I'd rather cook at home tonight than, because I'd rather than, we're comparing. Than with the A, than. Oh, possibly, I'd rather cook at home tonight than go out. You're comparing two things, but can we say then meaning after? I'd rather cook at home tonight than go out. Oh, okay. If you want to use then, you're going to need a comma here. I'd rather cook at home tonight then go out. Let's eat at home, then we go out. That could work. Yeah, but without the comma, than is clearer. That's a good question. I'd rather cook at home than go out. Yeah. So both could be possible. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, 2 options are actually okay. Let's end with some pronunciation. Really good question. Nayain says, may I know correct pronunciation of than and then? Absolutely. It's in the vowel. Than, and, than, then, and. Then like when. And that kind of helps because we're talking about time, past or future. Then, when. Than, and. Okay, good. That and then sound the same. When people are speaking quickly, they usually sound the same. I'm going to say each one 3 times quickly so you can really hear the difference. First one. Than, then. Then, then. Than, then. Okay. Good, we got some more answers there. Thank you, Ko. Really good. Okay. Perfect. That's everything. Oh, last thing, I gotta let you know, if you want today's notes, we've looked at loads today. Lots of information. And I do need to check more examples with the favorite. Yep, I'll look that up. You can become an English nerd, download all of my notes, and you can download all of the notes from the past live lessons as well. And I think this is my 19th live lesson? Something like that. Yeah, it's my 19th. Okay? My next live will be on the 19th. So not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after, 19th. I really hope you can join me. I hope you can join me next time. Okay. Perfect. So, everyone, thank you so much for joining me as always. I had a great time. I love having you here. I love your questions. I love your examples. You are a really pleasant audience to teach, so thank you. I hope I see you on the 19th. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye.